You're listening to Swift News, your daily news briefing in just 10 minutes. This is episode 46, and it's June 18, 2025. Let's get into today's stories. Welcome to the deep dive.
Today, we're doing things a bit differently. We've gone through a whole load of daily briefings to pull out the really key stuff, the insights you actually need to understand, the big shifts happening right now. Think of it like a shortcut, really. No information overload, just what matters. We've got global tensions, market moves, cool new tech, cultural moments, and some genuinely inspiring stories. All from today, June 18th, our job. Pinpoint what's relevant to you.
Exactly, and what's fascinating really is how it all connects. Seemingly separate things, but we'll, connect the dots for you. Geopolitics in your savings, new gadgets in your daily routine, even local actions sparking global ideas.
Okay, let's jump right in. First up, global currents and economic ripples. We're seeing tensions flare up again. Iran reportedly fired 25 missiles at Israel after some earlier strikes. And here's the kicker for your wallet. That immediately sparked fears about global oil prices shooting up. Yeah, that's a big one because, any instability in the Middle East, a huge oil region, well, it often means higher prices at the pump for you, maybe higher costs for goods. It's a reminder these global events have very real, everyday impacts.
And it wasn't just oil. The big markets, Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500, they all dropped over 1% yesterday. Directly linked to this Middle East situation. Makes you wonder, how safe are your investments right now?
Well, it shows how fast markets react to uncertainty, doesn't it? But interestingly, it wasn't bad news everywhere. India's Sensex actually hit a record high, 85,000.
Really? How come?
Driven mainly by their EV and tech sectors, so localized strength. And on a completely different note, Vietnam's coffee exports surged, which actually helped keep global coffee prices a bit more stable. So you see pockets of growth, too.
Right. We also saw silver prices jump to $35 an ounce, another sign of people getting nervous and looking for safer assets.
Precisely. Silver, like gold, often gets that safe haven appeal. And then there was this pretty surprising strategic move. North Korea sent 1,000 workers to Russia's Kursk region for reconstruction.
1,000 workers, wow.
Yeah, it's more than just labor. It signals a real deepening of ties between them. And it's definitely got people talking online about shifting alliances. Shows that complex web of global connections.
Okay, let's shift gears. Tech frontiers and digital life. Some exciting stuff here that could genuinely change things for you day to day. Like OnePlus launching its 13R in India. Get this. 100 megapixel camera, 80-watt charging.
Impressive specs for the price point. It just shows that relentless push, bringing high-end features down into more accessible phones. Is it your next upgrade? Maybe.
Meanwhile, Google's rolling out its AI-powered Pixel 10 globally. The standout feature, real-time translation, like talking to someone in another language, instantly translated.
That is potentially huge. Think about it. Travel, business, just connecting with people anywhere. It's moving beyond just text. It's seamless spoken conversation. That's AI really changing how we interact.
And crypto's buzzing too. A Mumbai startup's blockchain app just landed $50 million in funding. And there's Delhi's CoinRush app hit 7 million views online, apparently super easy to use for trading.
Yeah, the interest in easy-to-use crypto platforms is just exploding. It makes you wonder, could this be the thing that sparks your own interest in digital assets? It's definitely lowering the barrier to entry.
Beyond phones and apps, Singapore's quantum computing lab hit a big data transfer milestone. Sounds technical, but it's pushing us towards, future computing power.
It's foundational stuff. Quantum computing could eventually solve massive problems. These breakthroughs are small steps towards that.
And more immediately practical. A French company developed foldable solar panels. They're actually using them now to power rural homes.
That's fantastic. It shows how innovation can directly help people, bringing power to remote areas. Both cutting-edge research and practical solutions are vital.
Okay, let's talk sustainability, policy, and our planet. India's pushing hard on electric vehicles with a new policy giving big tax breaks to local manufacturers. They're aiming to be a world leader in green transport.
It's a really clear example of how government action can speed things up. Those incentives make a huge difference. And it fits with their broader goals, like their wind power capacity growing 12% as part of their net zero plans.
And in the oceans, a rare deep-sea squid was discovered near Japan. It actually trended online. People seem fascinated, and it's boosting hopes for marine conservation.
Discoveries like that really highlight how much biodiversity is down there, stuff we need to protect. It captures the imagination and can spur conservation efforts.
On the policy side, though, things got complicated at the COP30 climate talks. Canada imposed sanctions on some Chinese tech firms, citing security risks.
Right. That shows the tricky balance, doesn't it? Trying to cooperate globally on climate while also dealing with national security concerns about technology. It's complex.
All right, moving away from policy and markets, let's touch on culture, sports, and inspiring human stories. Ranveer Singh's new movie trailer, Sing 'Em Again, got like 12 million views in just hours. Huge buzz.
Yeah, the power of entertainment is global now, isn't it? Like that Disney Plus K-drama on Indian mythology that's finding fans everywhere. Good stories travel.
And sports fans are getting ready. India's cricket team is heading for a big test series against England. Virat Kohli is apparently in great form.
Ah, yes. These big sporting events really bring people together, that shared passion. It's exciting for fans worldwide.
But it's not just the big names. There are some incredible stories from everyday people, like a Rajasthan artisan whose eco-friendly pottery went viral online, and it actually helped lift her whole village economically.
That's wonderful. It really shows how individual creativity, especially when it's sustainable, can create real community impact. Just fantastic.
And elsewhere, volunteers in Australia cleaned up 5 tons of plastic from beaches, sparking wider efforts. Plus, a teenager in Colombia invented a low-cost solar lamp that's now lighting up 1,000 homes.
Just great examples, aren't they? Individual action, collective effort, simple ingenuity, making a real tangible difference. Reminds you of the power people have.
So we've covered a lot today, from global tensions and tech breakthroughs right down to these incredibly moving human stories.
Yeah.
It really is a complex, interconnected world we live in.
It really is. And maybe that leads to a question for you to think about. How do all these different pieces, the economic shifts, the tech advances, the individual acts, how do they fit together to paint this picture of our constantly changing world? And maybe more importantly, how can understanding those connections help you navigate it all a bit better?
Yeah, what does it all mean for you? I guess it means staying informed is more than just knowing facts. It's about seeing that intricate dance of cause and effect playing out everywhere.
So here's a final thought to mull over. Just consider how one seemingly small event, maybe happening far away, a tech innovation, a policy shift, a conflict, how it can create ripples that eventually, maybe unexpectedly, reach your own life. Stay curious, stay informed,